Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of VLR, or Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. A little bit more awake. For the past two episodes, I was a bit more groggy, or drowsy and groggy. A little bit more awake. Hopefully I'm able to keep up with this third episode here for the session. But anyways, let's get into it. In the last episode, we basically was dealing with the puzzle for the laboratory. We got the secret passcode to get the golden document out of this space, and then we got the passcode for the key to get out of here as well. So we're gonna unlock this thing for the exit out. Sun, moon. Okay. Sun, moon. But also, I forgot to mention, I was gonna talk about this. I think the golden documents do stay in the same rooms, but they just go in different paths. So, like, each different path has a specific golden document that comes out of the same room. So, like, if I have the laboratory done here, and I do the laboratory in a different branch, in a different path, or a different playthrough, or a different part of the playthrough, then it would unlock a different type of gold document with a specific set of other things that gets filled out. Talking about some other part of the game, I guess. I started realizing that. I think that's what it is, because I feel like the developers aren't going to be using new spaces in this place unless there is a specific something for it, I feel like. But I don't know if that's true. If there's a new set of rooms that would give me a new set of, like, documents and stuff. But anyways, let's get out of here. Yeah, because I forgot to talk about that in the last episode when I looked at the flow earlier. Ha! It opened. Awesome! The suspense was killing me. Okay, what do we've got here? First is a map. Chizu. A map? Chizu? Chizu is map in Japanese, I guess. But the arrows are pointing specifically in a weird part of the place, I guess. There's 3 arrows to 3 different spots, which is interesting. It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary says floor A. Said floor A. So did the one from the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was Sigma. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards for the announcers was talking about. Looks like they gave us 2. Just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to 1. Cool? Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it just a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of it. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Looks like 2 more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? Axe lever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about, Excellivier? You're right! This is it! This is Excellivier! It's the cure for Radical 6! Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we gotta get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it right? You got it right? Yeah, let's go. Ikimashou. Chink. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so that was the plan for this episode. We wanted to get out of here already at this point, and I don't like that I had to go through this. I'm still wondering what the tray with the lion is, because I feel like the tray with the lion ball is like a symbol to something, I guess. Yeah, I feel like it's a secret something that we need to eventually figure out at a later stage, but I'll keep in mind about that, because Bee Gardens and this one has a lion with the ball-shaped thing, so I'm wondering if the treatment room also has that specific icon. The lock for the door. Right now it says locked. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it! Dum 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 dum. Sorry, I had to again. There's no sound effect.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
There's no sound effect in these ones. I'm so sad, but it's whatever.
一つだけ、いや、二つだけ確認しておきたいことがあるんだ。まあ、一つ目の方は大したことじゃないかもしれない。
何？
まずはこれ。この機械のことだ。
Yeah, I was examining it a few times. I just don't know what the hell it's for.
結局こいつ最後まで使わなかっただろ？
Yeah. Yeah. So.
だから何なんだろうと思ってな。
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator. Oh. IG Replicator was the thing that they mentioned in one of the documents that says that it could replicate, like, the medicine stuff. If I recall, that should be one of them in the archive secrets, I think. Oops, I went all the way to the back over there and forgot to push it back over here. Jumpy doll, really? I think it was in here, or one of these guys. Was it in here? I can't remember. It was one of the documents that said something about the replicators being a useful item. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read through it, like skim through the documents that I saw. It might be a title, I think. One of the titles that says IG Replicator. Sorry about this. I'm trying to figure out if I see... No, I swear I've seen the IG Replicator somewhere before. Or somebody mentioned something about it. But I can't remember exactly. I can't remember exactly when it was ever mentioned. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Yeah, I don't remember. I do not remember where the IG Replicator came from, but I do remember it was mentioned before, somewhere, and it mentioned how it actually duplicates the medicines and stuff.
レプリケーターは文字通りレプリカを作る機械のことだね。
Or that it might have been mentioned in the first playthrough of the game, so I don't know. So it's like a copy machine.
うん。多分頭についてる IB ってやつのね。
Any ideas?
さあ、なんだろう。イカのバター焼きのことかな。
No, because that doesn't look like it fits a gallon of anything. Of course. This machine must be here so we can make all the ice cream we want. Are you stupid? Are you nuts? You're the one idiotic girl, you know that? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG. An idiotic girl. I don't know. I don't like the fact that they're patronizing Clover to be like an idiotic girl. It's just like I don't see the use of making Clover seem like she's a... I mean, I get she's ditzy, like she's like very playing. She's playing kind of like naive and stuff like that. But that's like her thing. Like that's her gimmick. I feel like, and she doesn't really need to be patronized or being made fun of like that.
おお、うまいこと言うね。
おいおい。くだらんことを言ってる場合じゃないだろう。いたいけな子供が一人病に倒れて苦しんでるっていうのに。
He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
とにかく IB とやらが何なのかわからない限りこの機械は使いようがないってことだな。
So, if I know this machine exists, would that be useful for the other playthrough, though? When we return to the one where Quark and Alice are both needing the X of Livier, and we need to just duplicate it in a sense?
そうなるね。
わかった。それじゃ2つ目の質問に移ろう。シグマ。お前さっき日記帳らしきものと抗ウイルス薬の瓶を手に入れたよな。
Yeah.
そのうちの後者、抗ウイルス薬の方をもう一度よく見せてもらえないか。
どうして？ Why?
単純に俺はまだ確認してないからだよ。お前ら2人が顔を突き合わせて覗き込んでたからよく見えなかったんだ。
I have a bad feeling Dio's gonna try to take it and save it for himself rather than actually letting us use it to help save Quark.
本当にあれはアクスラビルだったのか？
Because I feel like he kind of doesn't care for anyone besides himself, and I think Dio would rather save himself versus having to save Quark. It's kind of shown in the sense that he despises Quark to some degree, I think, in this playthrough so far, but I might be wrong. Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See? It's written right there on the label. Axilivier.
バカだなお前は。
Huh?
お前の言葉を借りるなら一級品のバカ、略して IB だ。
Nani? What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. He stole it. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
どういうこと？
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
大丈夫だ、安心しろ。後で返してやる。
Not later. Give it back now.
だから、俺の頼みを聞いてくれたら返してやるって。
Oh, now he's gonna make us... Oh my god. Alright, Dio. This is our death, right, Dio? You wanna die just like all of us here? Okay. He wants everybody to die, and that's a fair choice. I'm not surprised that there would be like maybe a few branches of where Dio would betray like anybody and everybody. I think he's gonna threaten us in a way to make us not vote him out, like make it so that we lose, so that he doesn't lose, because he want to make sure that he's not dead. So he's gonna try to tell us to give him the BPs, all the BPs that he can in the next round. So he's gonna try to use that as like a stepping stone for him to survive the next round or whatever.
頼み？
そう。今俺のポケットに入ってるこの薬、返して欲しければ次の AB ゲームで
Yep, I was right.
協力を選ぶんだ。
Ally. Wait, is this why you took the medicine? To blackmail us?
最低！それってクオークの命と引き換えにって意味じゃない。
Yeah, he is.
まあ、俺にも深い事情ってもんがあってね。俺の言うことを聞いてくれたらちゃんと返してやるさ。
Nah, I'll just probably do against him, I guess. Because I have a feeling he's gonna betray us anyways and then kill us off, so might as well just betray him just to get a little longer life, a little bit. I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
おっと、無理やり取り返そうとしたってダメだぜ。
Honestly, in any of the playthroughs from here on out, if Dio dies, I give no sense to care. Because I think Dio is the type of guy who really, no matter what, is out for himself. His character personality will forever be stuck to be that. I would not be surprised if every playthrough he's gonna be the one at the end, like he's the one who gets gut punched all the time because of the fact of how stupid he is. I feel like Dio is the type of character who plays stupid, and everyone else is at least played like differently because of the fact that each version of themselves has a specific thing that affected them to making those choices. But here, Dio's constantly staying in that path of being stupid, of why not I take advantage of everything that I can? Like, he's this kind of character. I kind of knew that. I'm not surprised by that. Obviously, in the first playthrough, I was surprised by the fact that he didn't choose Betray like he did in this path. When he did it against Alice here in this particular playthrough number 2 here. Playthrough number 1, he at least was nicer to Luna because of Quark convincing him to just not do that. But in this case, he actually did it himself without having enough time to make that decision, because he would always choose Betray, because he would always want to take an advantage of everybody he sees, because he doesn't give two craps. He cares about himself. So it's obvious a deal no matter what. In all the other playthroughs, I bet he'll do the same darn thing, which is to betray or to get advantage of, like, being better than the next person so he can get out alone. He doesn't care if anybody makes it out alive, as long as he's alive at the end of it. So at best, I don't think that I care for Deal ever in this game. I think he as a character does not have any good points to even care about. Even if he has the right motive, I don't think he does, because so far we've only known about Dio in terms of his background of being a person who was born in the circus, and that was it. Like, we only know he works for a circus as a ringleader, but even then, he doesn't seem like he ever wants to ever be trusted, ever. Unless you actually force him off of it.
少しでも不穏な動きを見せたら、この薬、叩き割ってやるからな。
Do it, because we have other paths to go through anyways. He patted his pocket gently.
あとそれからもう一つ。この部屋で抗ウイルス薬を見つけたこと、他の奴らに言うなよ。
Oh wow, he's just really threatening us. Then smash it. I honestly don't care anymore at this point. I mean, it sucks, but this path doesn't make me feel like this path. I don't have any confidence that the ending of this path will result in anything good or bad, or good in general, actually. No, it's gonna all end up bad anyways.
少しでも話せば、次の瞬間には薬は床の上にぶちまかれることになるだろう。
Okay, cool. I don't care. Damn it. くそ。
卑怯だよ。そんなの。
このゲームに IQ や愛嬌は必要ない。重要なのはたった一つ。いかに卑怯になれるかだ。さあどうする？協力を選ぶと約束してくれるか
？Wakata. Fine. I promise.
シグマ
Man, that is an evil, devious laugh.
きっとお前ならそう言ってくれると思ったよ。話のわかるやつでよかったぜ。
Well, I mean, no matter what, this is a lose-lose situation, because if I choose ally, he's gonna betray, and he gets the most points, but I die. Sigma dies, basically. If I do choose ally, if I choose betray, on the other hand, and it ties, I don't die, but we lose the healing thing that would save Quark, basically, and that would cost us all to go insane and kill ourselves because of Radical 6.
だがもしも約束を破るようなことがあったらその時は
So this is obviously
分かってるな。
this is obviously a lose-lose no matter what.
じゃあな、次のラウンド楽しみにしてるぜ。
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room. Oh, he went on without us.
シグマ、本気なの？
Yeah.
シグマの今の BP は1。こっちが協力を選んで、向こうが裏切りを出したら。
I know. I'll drop to -1 and that means I'll get penalized.
だったら
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he destroys the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will. Quark will.
自分の命を犠牲にしてまで助けるっていうの？クオークを。なんでそこまでして。
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. Wait, if Quark is a solo, how the hell does he even survive that either? Oh, there's an arrow. That's interesting that the arrow is like a one-way ticket through, I guess, in a weird way, but sure. Okay. Back up to the upper floor. Yeah. I think the conversations will go a little bit differently this time, so... Or the scenario might be a little different this time, so... I'm expecting, like, not much going on in general. Alright, the moment of truth soon to come. To finally see a bad ending for once. Because I was expecting a bad ending up front, but they prevented me from doing that by saying to be continued on me. Which has been very fascinating to have a to be continued section. But now it's like there's no to be continued here for us here. Huh?
Ambidex Gate が開放されました。
Wait, did everybody get into their ambidex room already? Because there's only one door opened.
Ambidex ゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り45分です。
Oh,
悪いな。
I didn't know Dio was here.
一足先に開かせてもらったよ。
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
別に構わないだろ。お前と四つ葉がすぐに来ることは分かってたし、それに気が変わらんうちにさっさと済ませちまった方がいいと思ってな。次の AB ゲームを。
I glanced around the warehouse. Oh, the other guys are back. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And of course Clover. Where's Luna, Quark, and Tenyo? Oh, actually no, those three probably are in the infirmary because they're still trying to decide on how to handle Quark right now because he's in the infirmary to just be looked at. Where's Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
医務室にいるわ。
Knew it.
クオーク君をベッドの上に運んだのです。
That's fair.
天明寺さんとルナさんはその付き添いに。
I see. I'm guessing that... Let me think. Kay doesn't need to have... So Quark is the solo. Phi and Luna is not. Phi and Luna... Phi can go in there on her own and deal with the button pressing. Because I don't know if there's a guaranteed rule that everyone who's a part of the partnership has to be inside of it. But the rule was that if you don't answer to it, they will just automatically default to ally, which makes sense a lot of the times there. So that makes sense there. Alice is partnered with Kay, right? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Tenmyoji is not... No, Tenmyoji should be the one paired, right? So that means he's paired up with Kay, I believe. And then Alice is solo still, right? I can't remember who's solo and who's paired. I forget. It's been a long while since I last saw it. It's like 3 episodes ago.
容体の方はどうなの？
容体と言われてもな。
Yeah, because if the pair is going in, like one of the pairs are going in, but the other pair isn't there with them, I think it should still be fine, nonetheless. But yeah.
ひとまずぐっすりと眠ってはいるが、体の中で何が起こっているのかはわからん。
No change then, huh?
そうなるな。
ところで、シグマたちが入ったのはどんな部屋だったの？
A laboratory.
バイオラボ。
Let me see the flow, actually. Okay, so we got a flow, and then next one is choice, which is like kind of like another novel, I guess. Oh, interesting. Look at this. There's a green thing now. It's green now. It's not black no more. It has a question mark on the book, and it's green. There isn't enough antiviral medicine, and it's now green. That's really cool, because it was black because it represented that we had no choice or the key to the solution to it. now that we've been through it to the laboratory, we can now go into that and open up the path forward. Which is interesting, because I never thought we would get to that path there finally. But, yeah. Huh. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to go back to it yet. I'm going to save that for, like, ending closely, I guess. Like a close ending, but who knows. I do expect there is going to be one path that leads to the best ending / outcome. But there might be some sacrifices that will be a thing along the way kind of thing. So we'll see. We will see. Alright, let's continue this.
それって細菌とかウイルスとか DNA とかを研究する？
そんな感じだったね。
そこに抗ウイルス薬、アクセラビルはなかったのか。
Oh yeah, we
この部
can't.
屋で抗ウイルス薬を見つけたことを他の奴らに言うなよ。
I mean, honestly, they're not idiots. But Deal, you are the biggest idiot. And if Sigma dies or not, it is your life on the line, not so much as ours only. So I bet anything Deal's gonna die somehow anyways, and I wish he died tragically many times over. Good luck, Deal, and wish to never see you again ever again, or partner up with you ever again if I ever bump into it again. If I do ever partner up with Dio again, I would always make a betray choice on him, no matter what. I feel like
少しでも話せば
even
次の
if
瞬間には薬は床の上にぶちまかれることになるだろう。
even if he pairs up with me forcefully, I'd rather just take the hit by the points and just let him die and suffer. My eyes flickered to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Clover can't say anything either. Besides me, Clover bit her lip.
そうか。
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Fi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
それでこれからどうする？投票の締め切りまであと40分近くあるけど。
Why don't we just make that choice and just get it move on?
アリスはどうするつもり？
私はあなたたちが入ったっていうバイオラボが気になるからそこを覗いてみようかと。
It's kind of pointless though.
それじゃあ私が案内する。
そうしてもらえると助かるわ。
俺はアリス、ケイ、天明寺の3人が入った部屋を調べてみるかな。もしかしたらお前らが見落としてるところがあるかもしれないし、そこにアクセラビルがある可能性だって。
Gah. What a bastard.
ではそちらの方は私が案内しましょう。
I wanna
シ
stay.
グマとファイは
I wanna stay around here.
どうするの？
No, please. I don't want to go. I just want to stay here and get the last minutes going. I want to just make the choice. I don't want to talk about anything random right now. I know where this is headed, where the ending is. I just want to make that ending choice and just move on to the next path. Please, game, don't freaking force me to be in this weird long conversation that don't really change much right now. Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing. Yeah, actually, I'd rather prefer that then.
ならば、私も付き合おう。
さあ、それじゃ行きましょう。
She nodded to Clover, and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Yeah, I don't mind visiting Quark. Because I think it would be nice to kind of look at Quark for the last time, to show that I'm going to be sacrificing my life, or not, depending on which one, to, like, save him or not save him, I guess. Okay then. Guess we should get going too.
いや、待て。その前に、日記帳を見せてくれ。
Huh?
ディオから聞いたんだよ。
What? How?
部屋に関する詳細は教えてもらえなかったが、ただ、わけのわからない言語で書かれた日記帳を見つけたってな。
Oh, Dio's such an asshole. Look at that. He called it bullcrap language. What in God's name is Dio being so dumb
それを
for?
シグマが持ってるって言うから、 見せてもらえないかと。
Yeah. 1 second. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages. Her eyes quickly scanned each one.
これはラテン語だな。
Oh. Latin. You mean you can read it?
時間と辞書があれば。
At a dictionary. So in other words, no.
仕方ないだろ。こいつはおそらく研究者の書いた研究日誌みたいなものだ。
I don't feel like Latin is dead. Latin is more like a non-popular like language to learn still. I'm pretty sure there's still people learning Latin in a way, but they're not using it actively, proactively in a daily usage because it's not a lot of people speak Latin nowadays. Because English is a derivative of what Latin language is anyway, so it's kind of like not super useful in this day and age, but it's still used in some ways to communicate in a different way, I guess.
今日はボブとお散歩に行きました。
Or learn the origin of the word, of course. Or learn origins of languages of sorts.
とっても楽しかったです。とか。そんな感じの日常的な記録が記されてるわけじゃないんだよ。ほとんどが専門用語だらけで。何が書いてあるのかさっぱり。
I'm wondering if somebody in this group actually can read Latin. And my brain thinks Alice can read Latin, I think. Because Alice seems like the type of character who's, again, lived long enough to kind of have seen a lot of things. And I think Alice probably might have the understanding of Latin. Yeah, it's either Clover or maybe Kay. Like, it might be like, let's say Kay has like a weird memory of like reading Latin before. Could be that. Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
待て。このページ。216ページに書いてあることなら、なんとなくわかるぞ。ここだけは、研究記録じゃなくて、執筆者の独白のような内容が書かれているんだ。
Oh? What's it say?
そうせかすなって。今頭の中で訳してるんだから。なるほど。わかったぞ。どうやらここには、ラジカル6に関する事柄が記載されてるみたいだ。
What? They're talking about Radical 6 even then? What? Why are they talking about that?
ああ。上から読み上げていくぞ。
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. Oh, this is the thing we already read from the secret document. I'm not going to read this again. I know what this is going to be. If you haven't seen me read this dialogue or this particular log, watch the previous episode. It's pretty much the same thing anyways. I'm not going to reread it because it's just too much reading of the sorts that pretty much says the same thing. It's just explaining Radical 6 a bit more thoroughly in a pseudoscience way, so... Oh, oops, I hope I didn't click too fast there. I want to like let you guys pause and read it yourself if you feel like it. I'm not going to read through it again. Oh, this is different. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believe... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is different. For instance, although the patients believe that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact, 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintain the ability to observe and reason will become a Herculean's task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. And I guess this is the continuation of what I saw, I think. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we haven't been able to develop one. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent belief. I accidentally messed that up. Log trace. I think it's this one. There it is. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay. Okay, so yeah, this is the continuation of that document that we read already. Rats are everywhere, feeding the dead. Yeah, because they're talking about how like everything outside is already dead, almost, and only a few are survived because they're inside the containment spaces. Oh Lord, please let the future be a bright one. Okay. So basically, it's just saying that Radical 6 has ravaged. Basically, they're saying that the whole Radical 6 situation have ravaged through the land, and basically there's no hopes of survival so far, but they're hoping that the people who are stuck inside the system here are going to survive them and have a bright future and such, but... yeah, so far it's really depressing to see that this whole extra page is not really much of a new information, but just the sad devastation of what's outside happening. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Your Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone for watching this. Apologies if you didn't want, or that I didn't read those things. There was a lot of chunky information that was already read. It was just a few quotes that I don't remember reading that just got added into it in that space. But I think the gist of it, like the idea of it, is still there anyways in place, so it doesn't really matter as much greatly to what the story was going through. But we're done for now, and we're going to move on forward to the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we're going to go through this, get through the flow. We are again very close to the decision point of the next round. This is the first time we ever got past into the second round, the moon round, and where we're gonna finally at least hit one kind of ending. Bad ending, most likely, unfortunately. There's 2 bad endings coming up, it looks like, for me. But we'll see what happens. I have no clue what's going to happen. I think it's going to do the same trajectory of, like, blowing up the whole place, but I don't think the bomb thing was mentioned in this. So it's either a destruction via bomb or a destruction via the Radical 6 infecting everyone, and everyone commits suicide, which kind of is not great, but it's what it is. I think that this whole Radical 6 is the pinpoint of the whole game's like premise of the idea of how we're all trying to survive this weird pseudo science medical battle of sorts. I mean, heck, it could be that we're the only ones infected in here, and it's like a test subject experiment, or that everyone's outside infected and we're in here the safest, but then unfortunately one person got it because of whatever reason. So who knows? Truth will be discovered hopefully in the future. So other than that, that's it for this episode. Roz, out.